well, for another perspective. Now joined by political analyst Dr Zamokuhle Mbandlwa. Good evening, afternoon, Doc. Thank you very much for your time. Well, I think we don't know as yet as to what arguments the MK party are going to make when they appeal this decision. Politically, though, is this going to create problems from where you sit? The fact that the former president is not going to be the face of the party on the ballot paper?
Good afternoon, Baba Umvogo, and also good afternoon to the viewers, wherever they might be. Well, this is a very interesting story that the IEC yesterday have announced that the former president of the country and the former president of the ANC is no longer eligible to represent any political party in the South African National Assembly. Well, I think the MK party was well aware of these dynamics, and also when members of any political party are contesting to represent the parties in parliament, it does not necessarily mean those members will be the president of the country, but it means that they will be representing those parties in the National Assembly. And then the National Assembly, through its own policies and procedures, elect the president of the country. And in this particular case, the MK party believed that the former president was going to be a very good candidate to be the president of the country through the MK party. Well, based on the rules and based on what the IEC have said, I think the MK party, because I think all parties have people who understand the laws, people who understand the constitution of the country. I think the party was well aware of these dynamics. And also, what I would also want to talk about is the fact that when the MK party was registered, the face of the former president was not used. Only after 4 months, when the party was registered, and then the former president was brought in as the crowd puller, because in fact the former president is responsible for advertising the party and also shaping the direction of the party. And the fact that he's no longer eligible to stand or to represent the party in parliament does not necessarily mean those who believed in the party will then decide not to vote for the party because the former president is no longer the face or no longer represent the party in parliament, because there are other names of people that will represent the party in parliament.
Well, if then, as you're suggesting, that they were, quote-unquote, well aware of Section 47 of the Constitution, which says you can't be elected to Parliament if you've been convicted of a crime and sentenced to 12 months or more in prison. What then could they have been trying to do?
I think the party itself is using the popularity of the former president and also his comments and views about what is happening in the country currently to actually gain more votes or more support. Because really, if you look at the age of the former president, you will think that at his age, he might not be able to understand the current dynamics that are affecting particularly young people, some of the economic issues that the country is currently faced with. But because of his popularity and his support, some people love him. The majority of people love him. That's why in many rallies that were organized by the MK, you will see a lot of people in the course appearances of the MK. You see a lot of people. Based on that, I think because this is not something new, Babu. In January this year, the IEC issued a statement saying that the former board to represent the parliament is not something that the party leaders or those who are advising the party leaders are not aware. I think they are fully aware of this. But it does not necessarily mean because he's not eligible to represent the party. Therefore, he must not be active in the activities of the party. He's still active, and he can even advise the party outside of parliament. If he's not a member of parliament, it does not necessarily mean that he will not be able to advise the party in terms of the policies of the party, in terms of how the party must lead should they gain more support in parliament. So, but also there's another notion that has been made by some leaders of the party that when the party take over, they will change the constitution. Well, the constitution cannot be changed by one party. The parliament need a two-thirds majority to change the constitution, because they believe that once they take over, they will change the constitution and they will then bring him in, regardless of the current circumstances that stop him being the member of the parliament.
Now, by deciding to appeal, even though, as far as many experts and analysts believe, the law is clear on this matter, could the party be looking for public sympathy in the same way, perhaps, that the former president is often accused of when he appeals and appeals and appeals and appeals court's decisions?
Yeah, I think they will be looking for the sympathy, because the constitution as it stands now is very clear, and at this point nothing can be done, and I think there's no court of law in the country that will be able to take a decision that will be against the constitution of the country. However, they gave him a right, the IEC gave the former president a right to appeal the decision. Well, they can appeal the decision, but by looking of things now, if you look at the constitution and how the courts of law operate, which are also guided by the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, I don't think they will take a different decision on the matter. Well, the right to appeal is always there, regardless of what the outcome would be, but I don't think they would actually be making an appeal because they think the court, maybe the higher court, will take a different decision. But also, as you have mentioned, for the sympathy, and also to be seen as the party that is not just accepting a decision that was taken when there are other opportunities that can be explored to challenge a decision.
Let's leave it there for now, and thank you very much, Dr. Zamokuhle Mbandlwa, for your analysis. He is a political analyst.